Hello guys, today I'm going to explain you how the Sketcher works in CATIA and Sketcher tools. So let's get started into Sketcher. First, go into the part design, giving name it as a Sketcher and Sketcher. See, these two options are very important to make a profile, any profile. Mostly we use positioned sketch. See, highlighting right. So here we can see a position sketch. So mostly we use this option to make any type of profile, simple profiles, complex profiles. Okay, now let's see how we make profiles, tools, constraints, and all these things we'll see in this topic now. So let's start. First, we create a geometrical set, make it as profile. So today I'm going to make a sketcher, right? So I'm going to make profiles only. So before, so here we will make one point, this point, and now we go to position sketch. See, sketch position. In this sketch position we have positioned and sliding. Always we use a position only because our profile should not move from the given or selected axis or selected plane. For example, my sketch position and its type is positioned. I'll select this. See, now my position will not move until and unless if I change the plane. Now next we have so many options here, but 99% we use only the projection point. So I'm gonna tell only this point in this topic. So projection point. So before we created point, right, we'll select that point. And here we have many options. This also we use. For example, if you want the your sketcher in the x-axis, y-axis, or z-axis, or any another component, through point, parallel to line, based on your requirement, based on the customer requirement, we use this orientation. This is the orientation. So that means the sketch will oriented in 360 degrees whichever you select in these options. Okay, so now this one is not that much important. So now we see how the sketcher and sketcher tools will work. And one more thing here, reverse H and reverse V and swap. uh, how these options gonna use. uh, See here, position we used this position sketch, right? Always this is the vertical and this is the horizontal. Remember, always this is the vertical and this is the horizontal, right? So for suppose if you want your sketch in this direction, see now this has become an horizontal and this has become an vertical. This is wrong, right? So first we'll swap it and then reverse edge. See, this is how my sketch should be. Now I'll select OK. Okay, understood. So now these are our tools, these are our profiles. So whatever profile we need, all types of profiles are there. You can check while you are practicing. These are circles, and this is spline, this is ellipse, line, axis, and few points here. And we have operations like this is corner, chamfer, and trim. In trim we have trim, breakpoint, and quick trim. This is a close arc, and this is a complement. In the same way, like we have a mirror and symmetry, translate, rotate, scale, and offset. And here also we have a project 3D elements, intersect 3D elements, and project 3D shell out edges. So we'll see all these options now. And also this one we use this option. This is called constraint. So now we'll see how these options are working. Let's say we'll design one profile. um, we'll take one rectangle and one more rectangle here. So now, for example, see, this is in white color now. uh, we have to constrain it. If you don't constrain, see, your profile will move like this. This profile should not move like this, it should be fixed. So whenever you see the white color, this is in under constraint. Please remember, these are all interview questions. If you see the white color, this one, that means this is in under constraint. Under constraint means this is not constrained, so this will move in space. It will move in any direction in this space. To constrain this, so we have this constraint option. So first we will constrain the box length. So length and width. So from where to where it is. So from this center to here, one, and from here to here, my thing is here. You can edit these dimensions also, like 90 you can give here, you can give 130, any dimensions whichever you require. This is just practicing, right? So I'm giving a round of figures. This is what my dimensions. And now this is also in white color, right? This is also unconstrained. See, now this green color means fully constrained. Before there is a white color, that is under constraint. This is in green color, this is constrained. So constraint means it won't move. See, it is not moving. See, if you drag here, it won't move. If you drag like this, it won't move in any direction. In any direction. But this will move because this is in white color. See, this is moving because this is in white color and this is not constrained. So now we will constrain this also. First we'll give the box dimension, length and width, and from where, this is my main axis. Let's say from here to here it is something. Now dimension is this. See, now this is also in green color. See, whenever if you see this pink color, this is called over constraint. See, if I select to give another dimension somewhere here, anywhere, so this color will highlight. This color means this is over constraint. Over constraint means this dimension is already there, so no need to give this dimension. Uh, that is the answer, I mean, that is the solution for that. So you no need of giving another dimension. If you see any pink color, you can directly delete that dimension, since we have all dimensions, and also it is in green color now. See, now my profile, I don't want this line, like, okay, so whichever in this box, we'll see how it is gonna trim. We'll take a quick trim. If you select the quick trim and select this, double click, and this, see, this is how because if you see the line exactly it is cutting here, all those lines will remove off. If you do like this, this will go. Okay, so now this is my profile and this is fully constrained now. Okay, now the first one, corner. If I want corner in the sense, it is also called fillet. From here to here, it is my fillet. Let's say my fillet radius is 20. This is how fillets will work. All the corners we have to fill with the radius only. Always, this is very important, giving to any sheet metal design. Okay, 20, and here it also, and here is also 20. So let's say the last one here. Okay, let's say this is my profile, and you can give here also. We'll try this. If you give here 20, so you have to check here. See, this is going, so 20 will not work here. If you give 15, and this is also 15, see, now it's fine. Okay, the same way you can go for 15 here, and this is also 15. So this so 10 and 10. based on the how much length it is there, that based on that dimension only you can give the radius. So now this is how my sketcher is. Now after this, after finishing your sketcher, you have to check this option, sketch solving status. This is very important to check this option. I'll tell you how and why it is very important. So once if you click here, you have to see this option, ISO constraint. If ISO constraint is there, so your profile is fully constrained and it is very perfect. And you have to click this sketch analysis. So after going to sketch analysis, click on geometry. See, this profile should be closed, it should not be opened. I'll tell you why, uh, what happens when it is open and what happens when it is closed. Okay, always it should be closed now. Okay, before that we'll see, I'll remove this line. I'll remove this line and we'll see. Now I'm going to sketch analysis. See, my profile is, my sketch solving is under constraint now. So this part is highlighted, right? This part is under constraint. Now we will know that this should be constraint. And if we go to the sketcher, go to the geometry, see now this is opened because here this is open. If you go here and right click center graph, it will show. If you click here, see this highlighting. See, if I go and keep my cursor in this, it is highlighting. If I go here somewhere, it is get highlighted. So these are all openings. Okay, now if we see if it is closed. So now it is closed, right? We'll see now. Going to sketch analysis, see my sketch is fully constrained and my geometry is fully closed and this is perfect. After this you have to check in this, see exit workbench. Exit workbench in the sense, this screen whichever you are seeing, right, this screen is sketcher workbench. Okay, so you have to exit this workbench to give other operations. Now exit workbench. So after exit workbench, this is my sketch. Okay, so this is my sketch, this is fully closed, right? Now here we have another options like this profiles, sketch based features. Okay, this is a sketch and these are the features. Okay, now always this should be in a body. See, when I took a body, all these options are highlighted. If you see, if I delete this option, see all these options are not highlighted. Once I have created a body, then all the options are highlighted. Now we'll see. This is the first option, pad. If you pad, the basic is 20. It will be a normal. How much you can give? You can give 15, whatever it is. So on here, you can give thick. Thick is not much required, and mirror extent. Mirror extent is from the plane, and give OK. Now this is your profile because it is closed and your profile is created. If now we see what happens, when your profile is not closed. Okay, let's say this is, you cannot see this, it is like this. We think it is perfect and we'll exit workbench. Now always you can see three black dot lines. When you are expertise in CATIA, this you can easily identify, but for the basic level they cannot identify this, and they'll think like my profile is exactly is completed, and they'll directly go to the pad. See, once if you go to pad and select the sketch, see this option will be raised because this is not fully closed. Okay, so due to this reason we have to close the profile. See, always remember, we have to give our profiles, whatever the profile, it should be a closed profile, then only your pad or other operations will work. Now I'm giving a mirror extension, reverse direction, all these things you'll be knowing. And this is a second limitation. If I close mirror extent, I can give how much the second direction I want. So all these options. So this is how sketcher tool will work. So this is how the sketch based, I mean, how to create your profiles. uh, in the sketcher only you will create a many profiles, whatever the profile, like rectangle, circle, very complex shapes, all these profiles you will make in the sketcher and come to the part workbench, that means sketch based features, and you'll find many features here. And also here you'll find many options, dress up features. This About these options I'll let you know in the another session. Here I'll show the minimum few options. See, before we selected right corner and edge fillets are same. Here I have given 15, right? See, now if I give here 15, the same thing it will take. Either you can give in the sketch or in the main body, I mean, or in the part body. Okay, so this is how you have to create a sketch profile, and it should be closed, and it should be a constrained in the sense it should be in green color, not in white color. Okay, I told you, right, if it is in white color, if it is in white color, this is under constrained. If it is in green color, it is constrained. And if it is in pink color, see this pink color, it is in over constrained. Okay, so keep in mind this one, and practice sketcher first. We'll see you in the next session. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you so much.